Is Elden Ring really for newcomers to the series? So far, yes, absolutely. Thanks for watching. I think you have to go in knowing it's really hard and you're for sure going to die, but I also think you'll be surprised by how achievable a lot of the early game feels. Even for normal mode folks who don't love getting trashed. I beat this boss first try before gaining the ability to level up, and I'm terrible at video games. I've also been overwhelmed and killed by the weakest enemies possible, and I'm not that terrible at video games. But I love that about this game, that I can make a mistake and not think my way through an attack, and that's it. If this happened over and over, if I didn't know I could just leave and level up before trying again, sure I'd be mad, but this is an open world RPG in the truest sense. If a boss acts like a wall, you'll always be able to find someone around here you can kill, even if that means grinding this fort 900 times, you do you. Sometimes it really is the case that you just need a bit more health. Sometimes you just need a bit more defense or a new weapon, and other times it's just all in your head and you need a better strategy. And then, other times you just get really lucky. Or really unlucky. Both seem to come to me in equal measure. Worst case scenario, you could probably just watch someone else do it first. I've always personally felt a pull towards the Soulsborne games aesthetically, but could never actually play them, for several reasons. I tried Dark Souls 2 and that was too hard. I tried Bloodborne and I got lost. I tried Sekiro and got stuck in a memory. Elden Ring's the only one I've ever been able to stick with. And I think there are a lot of reasons for that outside just the difficulty not being as punishing early on. The depth and variety of combat is unbelievable. If I just listed all the controls and options for basic attacks, we'd be here forever. Boss fights are epic, cinematic, and broader in scope than maybe anything I've ever seen in any video game period. And it's not exactly an eyesore either. But all those things aside, what pulls me in most day after day is the sense of exploration. And part of that is the open world, but it's more how insanely detailed and curated everything is. I was surprised by some things I saw in Forbidden West, for example, but it was nothing I previously thought couldn't be there. Elden Ring has me psychologically backed into such a corner that at this point, if the entire world cracked open and Lovecraftian squids poured out, I'd probably just yell, "I knew it! You were there the whole time, weren't you?" Other people have made videos about how large it is, and yeah, it's a big boy, but that's not what makes exploration so special. It's the sense that anything can happen, anywhere, at any time. You could get shot with an arrow bigger than your horse. You could get teleported to actual hell. This place sucks. You could join forces with a wolfman, learn magic from the Statue of Liberty, snuggle a necrophiliac, teach that group of peasants a lesson. Go on, they look harmless. Go get them. Oh my god, this game more than keeps me on my toes, it keeps me hyper paranoid, sweatier than a Tifa fan playing FF7 Remake, and more so than anything else, genuinely intrigued to see what's going to happen next. And not just in the narrative, I have no clue what's going on there, it could be anything. I mean my experience of what's happening in the world. Moment to moment, what I'm seeing on my television screen. Yes, the lore is all very interesting, I like learning from real YouTubers all about the history of everything, but really, in a very real and immediate sense, for the first time in a long time, a game has me absolutely thrilled to see what comes next. This is what I think is so special about Elden Ring, and for me, as a complete newcomer unable to play any other Souls games, this is what keeps me moving forward. The sense that I'm actually on a sort of an adventure in an almost unknowable world. But I mean also, don't be afraid to Google some shit, because it is vague as hell.